Hello everybody, this is Rajeshwari from Soul Tuning, and this is day 20 of my 90-day transformation in the raw, 12-week transformation in the raw, and feeling pretty good today. Especially good because of what happened yesterday, which is what I want to share about, is this idea of breaking habits. Of course, the habits that you don't want anymore, right? And I want to share with you what happened to me yesterday after I posted the video, what exactly went down, and then what I discovered from it. And what went down was completely happenstance. It was not planned at all, but it was perfect. So yesterday, after I posted the video, which you can watch, but I talked about, it was just working with the mind, basically, around working with blocks, when these blocks come up. And I really feel that after doing that video and talking about that it helped to open my mind. My mind was more open, right? Not so constricted towards routine, habit, or an idea. It was a little bit more open. And then I taught my yoga class, which ran me into the late morning. And then I had to go home, straight home, and for an appointment that I had. And so I didn't have a lot of time to make breakfast between teaching my class and my appointment, which I had just enough time to make a smoothie, right? So that's different. That's definitely different for me as far as what I eat in the morning. And so I was able to have my smoothie and do my appointment because it was a phone appointment. And then after the appointment, I was pretty hungry. Because for me, it's rare that a smoothie satiates me. In the past, when I had a lot of smoothies, like as a normal routine they did, but trying to go from eating heavy to having a smoothie, not so much, right? So it's something I just had to roll with. But so I was still hungry, and so I had my leftovers in the afternoon. So it was about mid-afternoon by this point. I had my leftover spaghetti and did that, which is another odd thing for me to do, is to have at least lately, it never used to be, but lately, to have a heavy meal in the afternoon, which is for most countries out there, and Ayurveda talks about this, is that you want to have your heaviest meals in the middle of the day when the sun is at its highest, supporting your digestive fires. So that's when your system is kicked into gear the most, and that's when it's going to metabolize it the best. So that accidentally happened yesterday because I was hungry and I was still really busy and I didn't want to make anything, so I just ate that. And in the evening, I just actually tuned into what I wanted for dinner. I was a little hungry, but not a lot, and the idea of just rice and steamed broccoli sounded great. And so that's what I had, along with a little bit of snacking in between. And I ended up feeling a lot lighter because of all that. I could feel the difference this morning because of what happened. But I recognized that it helped that my mind was open, right? Definitely helped that. But everything I did was different. Everything. It was random. It was happenstance. It really joggled my brain and thinking of what I normally do. I literally had to just roll with it and go with the flow because of the time constraints. And that just trying something different and seeing what happens is so important, because now, and even last night before I was going to bed, I was fired up about, okay, what different meals can I incorporate now? Because I'm going to go to the grocery store today. So instead of going to my go-to meals, right, of what I normally get, which at some point it's great because there's some convenience around that. It's super easy to fall back on your same old grocery list. But I was inspired last night because of all that to reassess it. And I talked it out with my husband because he's also feeling he wants to eat lighter. It's hot. It's like in the hundreds here right now. And we came up with some ideas of how we can incorporate some easy, lighter meals that satiate you. I have a hard time with that, satiate. Leaving you feel satiated, complete, but not heavy, and giving you that boost of energy that you're looking for. And still we have these, I think they're just like complete like juice popsicles every once in a while, some kind of treat that doesn't send you over the edge or give you diabetes, but you still get a treat, right? So that's what I wanted to share. That's what I was so excited about this morning, is and this has happened to me in the past. This is not new for me, but yesterday it just completely happened through happenstance, but getting just mixing up the routine, joggling it up, however you want to say it, and doing something completely different from moment to moment to moment. That's what happened yesterday throughout the entire day. And now, like I said, I'm feeling free to recreate and inspired to recreate and steer away from everything that I've done before, as far as the meal planning and everything up to now. So yeah, it's a process. I know I'm going to be talking a lot more about breaking habits, because the thing about the mind is you can't always come at it from the same angle. It is very tricky and treasonous. So treasonous meaning the mind is there to protect you and make sure that you don't do anything harmful, right? I should say the brain, which is connected to the mind, but the mind is everything that you normally do and have done before, and the way you think and the way you act and be, and the brain is a part of the physical aspect of that, and it's there to protect you and not, if you get any feeling of anything, hesitation or something that you don't want to do, then it's going to step in, basically, and try to prevent you from doing that thing that you don't want to do. And when you're in a routine, when you're deep and within a routine, it takes a lot of effort. Once you're in it, you're in the motions, right? You're at the kitchen, you're getting ready to make that meal. That necessarily isn't the time to try to change things up, right? Because you're already in the motion. So if you try to do something like that, then it's going to be very difficult. You're already in the motion, you're working with programming. So just coming at it from different angles, which, like I said, I'll talk about more in the future. But the one idea around mixing it up, doing random things, trying something different, falling into it, not thinking about it ahead of time, but letting it just happen. That's definitely one. Those are a couple of ways to work with the habits in the mind. So I hope that sheds some light for some people, and it was great for me. I'm excited about some new meals that I get to learn and make, and continuing to lighten the load, but still being able to go every time I eat, because that's so important. So I'll keep sharing, and you keep sharing and leaving comments and questions and any feedback or your experience. I would love to hear about your experience, right? Because I only have mine and then a little bit of what I can observe, right, from the outside perspective. So leave your comments, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and till next time, blessings to you. Much love.